Garcia, and here are the news. Stockholm attack suspect was refused residency. The suspect behind the Stockholm truck attack had been facing deportation and had extremist sympathies, Swedish police say. The 39-year-old Uzbek man is suspected of having driven a truck into a department store in the city on Friday. His application for residency was rejected in June last year and was being solved by immigration officials, police said. Meanwhile, a second suspect had been placed under formal arrest. Police said they were investigating the second suspect for a terrorist crime murder. However, Reuters news agency said the person was arrested on a lower degree of suspicion than the first suspect. Police have interviewed more than 500 people over the incident, Sweden's TT news agency reports. The first suspect had applied for permanent residency in 2014, but he was rejected. And in December 2016, he was given 4 weeks for leave the country, Police Chief Jonas Hysen told a press conference. The suspect then disappeared, and police began searching for him, Mr. Hysen said. 4 people are confirmed to have died in the attack. Police have not revealed their identities, but they say were two Swedish nationals, a Briton named by his family, a 41-year-old Chris Bevington, and one Belgian national. Another 15 people were injured. The truck, hijacked from a beer company, was driving into Achlen's department store in the capital on Friday afternoon. No terrorist group have claimed to be behind Colombia the attack. Search for flood survivors. Death toll at 314, Associated Press International. Colombian officials on Friday formally abandoned the search for survivors of floods that killed at least 314 people in the small southern city of Mocoa, though 106 people remain listed as missing. Emergency workers will turn to excavating roads and buildings, distributing aids, and trying to avoid the outbreak of epidemics in the town, where water and power services remain cut a week after the avalanche of debris-filled water poured down from the mountains. Without adverse conditions, a person can survive a long time, but with the quantity of mud and rocks in Mocoa, that is very difficult, said Manuel Infante, who has been leading volunteer firefighters who arrived from Cali. I'd say that the missing are dead, he added. Defense Minister Luis Carlos Villegas said it will take a generation to completely restore the city. He said the missing could be in hospitals in other cities, lost without phone contact, or simply dead beneath the mud and rubble. Carlos Ivan Marquez, Director General of the National Anti-Disaster Agency, said emergency workers will begin using heavy equipment. BBC Sport Football. Neymar wasn't tough for Barcelona as they lost at Malaga and failing their bid to go level on points with La Liga leaders, Real Madrid. The current Spanish champions were given a boost after Real's 1-1 draw with city rivals Atletico earlier. However, a first-half strike from ex-Barcelona forward Sandro Ramirez and a late effort from Johnny Rodriguez ended the hopes. Forward Neymar was sent off in the 65th minute after receiving a second yellow. The Brazilian international, with 15 goals for Barca this season in all competitions, have brought down Diego Llorente with a late challenge, and then sarcastically applauded as he makes his way off the pitch. The 25-year-old is said to be suspended for the next league game against Real Sociedad on 15 April, but he could receive a longer ban if his reaction to the red card is deemed as contempt of the officials, which could mean he could miss the potential season-defining El Clásico at the Bernabeu on 23 April. Barca barely troubled Malaga keeper Carlos Kameni, although the Cameroon international did make two good saves to block two fine efforts from Luis Suarez. Malaga, who began the match in 15th spot, looked far from threatening, especially on the counter-attack. They took the lead in the 32nd minute when Sandro, who led for Malaga this summer, fired past Marc-André ter Stegen. In the second half, they had a goal disallowed when Alberto Peñaranda was wrongly flagged offside before they finally scored the second. Pablo Formal's square ball found Rodriguez, who had slotted in front 10 yards out. The defeat means Barcelona remains on 69 points, 3 behind Real, who have a game in hand.